Hello and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Woodin. I'll be your host, joined by my co-host, Donna Dunyan.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
It's been a while, Donna.
It has. I had some family issues to take care of.
Well, not only that, I think the last time we taped was over a month ago. I think.
Probably about a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, but story for another day. We've got a guest that's no stranger to this show, Renee Buffard, and she is with Healing Hoofbeats of Connecticut, Incorporated. I know in the past, I say in the past because Renee's been on the show how many times?
Close to a dozen.
At least a dozen.
At least.
At least. Out of all the frequent flyer miles guests that we have, she holds, and it's great because the topic that she discusses is extremely valuable to our viewers. It's a great topic. We always like having you back for updates, to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
Thank you.
Now we were joking around before we went on air, and I got the laughter going already. Normally I would put down all the letters, all the titles that Renee has, but I omitted that this time, not on purpose. It's just something I did. Tell us a couple of them. Not all of them. It's a half-hour show.
So I'm a licensed clinical social worker and an equine professional. So LCSW and EP. There you go.
Write those down. I got to tell the viewers, just like the last time we were here, if you see me going to a coughing fit, we're going to Donna immediately. I've been battling this cough for a while now, and so far so good.
Yep.
But with that being said, let's jump into it. We got a lot to discuss.
So you've been here. I just give the viewers an overview of Healing Hoofbeats, so in case we have anyone new.
Yeah, absolutely. So Healing Hoofbeats is an equine and animal supported psychotherapy practice. We're in Bethlehem, Connecticut. We have 7.5 acres, and we have, let's see if I get them all, 5 horses, 3 goats, a pig, 20 chickens, and 9 cats, and now 2 therapy dogs.
And Penny?
Yes, Penny is one of the therapy dogs.
I remember.
Yep, and we just got a new therapy puppy, so he's in training right now.
Oh, what kind of puppy?
He is an American Staffordshire Terrier, so very similar to Penny.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I think when you first moved to Bethlehem, I think I stopped by.
Yes, yeah. So lots has changed since you've been there.
I can tell just by your, what you have there.
Yes, yeah, all the different animals.
I was waiting for the partridge in a pear tree.
I know, I know.
Christmas.
That's next.
For Christmas.
It's a great location. It really is. It's quiet up there. That whole area is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very tranquil, and we have a lot of space to do a lot of different things. And so alongside the animals, we also have 4 therapists, so 4 licensed therapists, and a nurse practitioner when people might need medications.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, in the past, I know this. You've had this program for a while, Operation Warrior Horse.
Yep.
Can you tell the viewers a little bit about that and how it's evolved over the years?
Yeah, so Operation Warrior Horse is our program that is dedicated solely to veterans. And so when it started in 2017, we created a 10-week group therapy program. And it was for veterans, and we followed a pretty strict curriculum to help them kind of jumpstart their healing process. And then over the years, we've condensed it a little bit to make it a little bit shorter. And now what we're doing is also offering individual therapy for veterans as well. So it's low cost to no cost, depending on what they can do. And so we do a lot of fundraising and grant writing in order to cover those costs. But we also, so we do the individual therapy, and then we also have immersion groups. So we've taken our now 8-week group program and condensed it into a full day. So for those who can't necessarily take the time off or don't have the ability to come for 8 weeks, We squished it all into one day, and so it can really kind of help them then jumpstart their therapy journey.
It makes it easier for them to, stay there, and start and stay.
Yeah.
Start and stay. There we go.
Yeah.
Now, what are the benefits to equine supported psychotherapy, and how can it help the veterans?
Yeah, so I think the most obvious piece is we're out in nature and we're with animals, and that feels a lot less sterile or a lot less pressured than if you're in an office or in a hospital kind of a setting. So it just kind of helps us bring our guard down, like from the start.
Yeah.
And then, because it's an experiential therapy and it's a relational model, it's much faster than traditional talk therapy. So what you might achieve in an office in a year, we get to in 16 weeks, because they're just working with the animals, the horses, and any of the other animals. And in the moment, in their therapy sessions, they're changing or reinforcing good things.
Have you found that over time, more and more veterans have taken advantage of this?
Yeah,
Do you
absolutely.
see more veterans in the program?
Yes, yeah. We have more veterans that we are currently working with now than we have in previous years. So it's been really, we're really getting the word out there. Yes. Everybody's kind of understanding. It's a very still new model of therapy, but a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah. So what are, you've touched on it a little bit, but what are some concrete results or benefits that you can share with that you've seen veterans go through?
Yeah, so we see an elevation in mood, so less depression, less anxiety, more ability to engage with others. So someone who might not want to get out of bed or get out of the house, they know that their therapy partner, their horse or their goat or whomever is there waiting for them. So that's their motivation to come and to engage in the therapy, because Teddy knows that he's waiting on them.
Yeah.
Being able to get outside, being able to engage in a way that doesn't feel so closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so traditional. It's very non-traditional. It's very client-driven. So whatever the client feels like is needed in that moment, that's where we go.
So if they just wanted to come and do like farm work for the day, that I know in itself is a form of therapy, just getting out there.
Yeah.
So that they're allowed to do that, or is it is it structured more?
So no. So our individual therapy is not as structured as our group therapy is. Okay. So with our group therapy, we do follow a curriculum, but when it's individual therapy, it really is what is needed in that moment, and the client sets the stage for that. So it could be some farm chores. It could be taking care of the animals. It could be just sitting and having a cup of coffee and watching the scenery, and then engaging that way.
Yeah, because they'll have a day. I just don't want to talk to a human being.
Yeah.
Just nope.
I have those.
No human. Too. Yeah, I think we all do.
We do.
I love my puppies for that reason.
Exactly. Yeah, and just. You don't have to talk, and I think that's one of the things that feels really good for a lot of people, is that you don't have to regurgitate everything. You don't have to constantly tell your story over and over and over again to heal. Your therapy partner, your animal, has no idea what English words are. So it's your presence, it's your energy, and that's the healing piece. And then your therapist is there to help you process what has been experienced.
I tell you, this was new. We started doing these shows.
I think Healing Hoofbeats was a baby.
Yeah, you were renting space someplace.
Yeah.
Harwington?
Yeah,
yep, Harwington. So we were in Harwington, Bristol, Hartford, and now in Bethlehem. So yeah, it's been years.
And for everyone else, because I know a little bit from just meeting with you and some of the other programs, why horses? What's so special about them?
So horses are really cool, and I kind of have to expand it a little bit more to all farm animals. And as much as I love dogs, I kind of take them out of this equation because they are so domesticated, because they truly are man's best friend, and they are in our space, in our lives, in our homes, everywhere. And so a lot of the times we've kind of domesticated their natural instincts out of them. Whereas the farm animals, they don't come inside, right? So a lot of their time is still spent engaging in the way that they would in the wild. And so horses in particular, horses are a prey animal and we are predators. And so they really are very aware of our energy. They understand all of our different nuances, all of our body language, the tone of our voice, all of that kind of stuff. And they instantly respond. They don't wait 5 years down the road and say, I don't really like that you did that. Or, oh my gosh, I really love this interaction. Let's keep doing that, right? It is instant. And so the therapists can really see that and help the client either enhance a positive interaction or decrease and change a not so positive interaction.
I was about ready to say something, and here's that cough again.
Yep. You're okay.
I think you were the second group that we had here. One was from Middletown. And that was my first interaction with horses. You know, when you're standing next to a 1,200-pound animal.
Yeah, it's humbling, isn't it?
Yeah. It took me a while to get used to that.
Yeah.
But I had I was fortunate enough to have a friend. We introduced you to her many years back. And I used to hang around the barn a lot up in Terryville.
Yeah.
And it was just from that first day to now, it's completely, it's night and day. You know, you go in there, I used to enjoy just mucking the stalls and, you know, just helping out. I mean, believe it or not, something as simple as that, I mean, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It absolutely is therapeutic. It's where I do a lot of my best thinking, is while I'm mucking the stalls and mucking the paddock.
Cleaning up after everybody.
Exactly.
Do you have any special events coming up that you want to share?
We do, yeah. So Healing Hoofbeats is going to put on our first annual holiday hoedown for Hoofbeats.
Holiday hoedown. All right.
So that is going to be on December 28th. And it's going to be in Bethlehem, not at our farm, but at our local town hall space on Memorial Hall in Bethlehem. And that is an opportunity for everybody to come and engage with all of our staff. We're going to have some of our animals there. There will be music, and I think we're going to do face painting for the kids. So it's a family-friendly event to really spotlight what we do, help people know that we're in the community, and raise funds for our upcoming ventures.
All right.
That was December 20th?
December 28th.
What time?
It is from 3 to 6.
Yeah, definitely get us a flyer.
Yeah.
And we'll put it out on social media and share it with everybody.
Yeah, perfect.
Anything else coming up?
So we have really exciting news about our farm, and starting next year, we are going to start a capital building campaign to build a barn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because you have the small one, right?
We do. We have several small outbuildings, but we really want to kind of create a big barn where our offices can be for the therapists, where the animals can also be if they need to get out of the weather, and where therapy sessions can occur.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's nice to have the therapy sessions with the counselors right there with the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice transition. And I think that's a good, there's different programs out that I've seen that some do just those with the horse work. And some of them is, well, the therapist, but they happen to be on a farm.
Yeah.
But I think Healing Hoofbeats has melded the two worlds together very nicely. And it's a nice compliment to have both the therapist there and the animals.
Yeah. Yeah. It really helps to accelerate the therapy process.
You know,
Absolutely.
location, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's the one time I was there. I mean, it was peaceful.
It must be beautiful this time of year.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous with all the leaves changing. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm embarrassed to say I haven't been up there.
You
But
need
I
to
need-
come.
I know
You
I
need
need
to
to
come.
come.
Take
I
your allergy
know.
pills and come.
I have allergies to horses. Hay. I think it's the hay. I really haven't delved into what exactly is causing it, but I'll take them. We'll come up.
Yeah,
Mask.
absolutely.
Mask.
The mask is not bad.
How can people get in contact with you if they want to enroll into the therapy sessions?
Yeah, so the easiest way is to go onto our website, which is healinghoofbeatsofct.org. And then you can find our contact button there, but you can also email us, which is info@healinghoofbeatsofct.org, or give us a call. And our office number is 203-244-8411.
Look at that. I had it all accurate.
I'm so proud of you.
You
You know,
typed
it's
pretty well.
It only took, what would you say, over a dozen times for me to sit there and put down of Connecticut Inc. I'm getting there. Another dozen shows and
Then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, and you'll remember the letters.
may take a couple dozen. There's a lot of letters.
No, I condensed them. There's only,
LCSW
What do you say?
EP.
What do you say? A through Z?
yeah, A through
A
Z.
through Z.
There's only 26.
So back with the schedule, like the sessions, are they on a permanent schedule that the 8-week session starts at certain times, or is it as you get the clientele in place?
So historically, we have done it set dates and times, and
Okay.
we do them twice a year usually. So
Okay.
spring and then fall. And so we might end up doing something come the spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if people go online and they were interested in the 8 weeks.
Yep.
They can.
Yep.
And if they just wanted to test the waters,
Come on over.
they just come on
Yep.
over.
Shoot us an email. We do have a lot of people that just want to volunteer, and that's okay because they're getting the therapeutic benefits of being on the farm.
Yeah. Now, are you functional all winter long too?
We sure are.
I was going to ask that.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
It's okay. Since I can't talk, that was perfect. No, I was wondering, I mean, I should know this after a dozen times, right?
Correct.
Correct. Not let me slip at all.
No.
I was wondering if it slowed down at all in the winter months.
No, it really doesn't. That was one thing that I was a little concerned about when I started Healing Hoofbeats was that, it would get slower as the winter went on and people didn't want to be outside as much, but it is just as busy in the winter as it is in the summer.
No, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's like you said, the word's getting out. Shows like this, and just being out in the public.
Yeah.
That's event on the 28th of December. That's a great
Yeah.
way
it's
to
a perfect
get the
way.
word out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very excited.
Now, and I know the answer to the question, but we have other viewers that are new. What's your connection to military? Or do you have a connection? Or
So I do. I do have military in my family, but I think my strongest connections is really the friendships that I've made over the years, and just then being in the veteran community and with many other organizations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun actually watching each step that you've made over the years.
Yeah.
I remember you were over in Morris. That was a big step. Before that, it was over a Wildcat, wasn't it?
Yes.
In Harwington.
Yep. In Harwington.
I remember I brought my friend Donna over there. Or I used to work with her late husband.
Yeah.
And we were standing out there. I was just telling this 2 weeks ago to Jennifer, who was here, and they were talking about no shorts. And the first thing that popped into my head was standing out there and your horse is grabbing my leg, grabbing
Your
the
jeans.
jeans.
Grab your jeans, not your leg.
Yeah, it was attached. I was trying to build it up. And that immediately popped into my head. It was like, we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden I'm like,
He needed to get your attention.
grabbing my
He was trying
jeans.
to get your attention.
Yeah, he's getting
Oh, he
your
did.
attention.
He did.
Imagine if you didn't have the jeans, how he would have gotten your
You know,
attention.
I reverted back to that first day with standing next to the 1,200-pound horse.
Yeah.
When he, sitting there grabbing the jeans.
Yeah.
But no, we got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
As always, these shows go by
Very
like
fast.
this.
Very quick.
Yeah.
I think we got one more, don't we?
No, she pretty much talked about the new and exciting things with the barn, building the barn, and the capital campaign.
Well, I mean, it's when it,
That's a big step to try and do capital campaigns.
I think I've been doing pretty well.
You
It's
have.
just,
You have. It's good.
I've been fighting back. I think we can all relate to these new colds that just linger for
Forever and
weeks
ever.
on end.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these days, if you want to take a ride, during the week, it's with your allergy pills. I mean, it's. I'd like to see when's the barn start?
So our
Projected.
the actual build, we're projecting that to start in 2026. So we are starting our fundraising for it next year.
So that means we're going to have her back.
Yeah.
We'll
How
have
many
her back
times?
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bring the blueprints.
I want to do a remote show.
Yes.
And
We
I know. I know. I'm asking a lot. I know.
unfortunately, it's either here in
know.
the studio,
Yeah.
or for the
We'll
rotations.
just go and do a Facebook Live.
There you go.
Can actually do just a small little video, and then incorporate that into the half-hour show
Yep.
here. So that will work.
There you go. I like this.
So the next time we have you on,
Yeah.
we'll make sure we do a little trip with the. we'll that way we can show the viewers,
Yeah.
everything that we're talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the hardest part. We tell all you about these places and agencies and organizations, but we want to give you a visual of it too. So
Yeah. Yeah. And this is something that you really need to feel and to
Yeah.
see in order to understand it.
you lasted.
Glad we're wrapping down.
You lasted.
It's just the peace and quiet up there,
Yeah.
being with nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tack on the multitude of
Animals.
therapy animals that you have now. I was up there. You had a couple cats, a couple of horses, and Penny, and I remember the roosters.
Oh, we have roosters.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, you named a whole bunch of them. But with that being said, it was great to have you back.
Yes. Thank you
It
guys.
really
It
was.
great to see
it's
you.
always a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yes.
Always a pleasure. You always have a spot here in the Veterans Corner. We always like to hear the updates. It's a great topic.
Yeah.
We try to cover a lot of mental health issues, PTSD, suicide prevention, and stuff like that. Maybe one of these days we can have you on and talk about, go down one of those roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank the. Actually, I try to do this each time now. The mugs.
They're
Our
good
mugs, very costly, and we want to thank the VFW Post 254 in Hartford for a large donation to purchase these a while back, along with Bruce Kaczynski, who made up the difference of what the mugs cost and what the VFW's donation was. So, anything else? You got anything?
We have a fundraiser coming up for Veteran Strong Community Center.
Nice.
Veterans Day weekend. The Sunday of Veterans Day weekend, which is the 10th. Yes. we are doing a music bingo at Smokin' Muddle in Southington.
Nice.
So if anyone wants some more information about that, I'll put the flyer up on the Facebook
Okay,
page.
and this is 2024.
2024,
We
yes.
always have to,
Sorry.
with that being said,
That's it.
we got to wrap it up. Thanks again.
Thank you,
Great
guys.
seeing you.
Yes.
To the viewers, thank you for watching. Till the next time on the Veterans Corner. Good night.
Sometimes life just happens. Don't worry. Farmington Motorsports will get you back on the road and at a fair price. From towing to tires, emissions to transmissions.
Our ASC certified techs do it all.
Farmington Motorsports is a family-run business. We're a Napa Auto Center and AAA approved. We work on all makes and models from preventative maintenance to major repairs.
And every repair is backed by our 2-year, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty.
When life happens to you, don't worry. Farmington Motorsports.